After you finish learning the double kettlebell clean, as I said before, the world is your oyster. The front squat is the next exercise that I'm going to instruct, and the reason I chose the front squat first before the press is because when it comes to teaching you how to get tight and use your breath, the front squat is an excellent skill to practice. An important consideration before you start your front squat practice: what pants are you wearing? You'll either want stretchy pants, or, and especially appropriate since we're all staying at home right now, no pants. Because if you wear pants that are not stretchy, by the end of the day, you will be wearing no pants. So, all joking aside, get something that allows your hips to move under tension, because the front squat will get them there. The clean, we already know. We've practiced it, hopefully a lot. And even if the clean isn't perfect yet, if the rack position is solid, go ahead and go for it. If your clean puts the rack position in a less than ideal place, don't front squat. Backswing, park the bells, shake it out, think about what might have happened on the clean, and then re-clean the bells. It's like in tennis, you'll see people toss the ball up maybe several times on a serve because they just aren't getting the placement right. Same thing with the clean. If you're performing a press or a front squat and your rack position at the top of your clean is not ideal, or if you have to struggle through the clean, even if the rack position is ideal, maybe you're not going to have the gas in the tank to do your prescribed set of front squats or presses. So clean, and clean well. Get into a solid rack position. Now, we already know the rack position for the one-arm press, where there is a mostly vertical forearm. It's neither out in front of you, nor way in here. Pretty much vertical. That's the rack position that you want to have when you're performing your front squats. Huge breath in as you descend into your squat, grabbing the floor. Power breath to the top. Backswing and park. And we're there. Stretchy pants held up well. I hope you've invested. When we're performing the front squat, the weight is heavy enough that we might be able to maintain a more vertical torso than when we're just doing a goblet squat with a single bell. The more upright your torso, the easier it is to descend into full squat depth without losing that spinal position. You still want to go slowly enough, though, that you know your spine is neutral when you hit the bottom position of your squat. Everybody has a different depth for their squat, and it depends on a lot of factors. Thoracic mobility, ankle mobility, whether or not you've had aftermarket parts put in. There's a lot of considerations. If the front squat feels like it puts too much pressure on the knees, too much pressure on the back, even when your weight is shifted toward the backside of the foot, even when you're gripping the floor with your feet, even when you're taking that big belly breath to brace, it's not the right squat variation for you. And that's okay. You've got the goblet squat, and you can cheat clean and perform a one-arm front squat as well. Use both hands to rack the bell, set the free arm out in front, big belly breath in as you descend. cover, back swing and park. Taking the load down to 50% might be the thing that makes the difference for you. But like I said, the goblet squat's a fine variation. If you're aiming to build a significant amount of leg strength, a significant amount of trunk stability, and a strong rack for your presses, the front squat is a great exercise, one arm or two arm version. If you're aiming to develop some muscle mass, double kettlebell skills work as well as barbell skills to do that for you. I strongly urge a pair of your sort of go-to bells as an investment eventually. Right now you have to sell your body if you want kettlebells, and that's not appropriate. So just wait, they'll come back into stock. There are a lot of foundries that have been turned over for the purposes of developing kettlebells, dumbbells, iron plates, things that used to manufacture things like air conditioning units and diesel engines are now being switched over to keep up with our awesome demand for fitness equipment at home during these closures. So that's the front squat. Next, we'll move on to the press.